Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 and then click on view all lessons, right? There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter number 30. Lessons we're going to cover today are prime and composite, prime factorization, multiplicative, inverse, and divisibility rules. So let's just start with the first lesson, that is prime and composite. So how do you know, what do you know about the prime numbers? Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, so what are the prime numbers? A prime number, you can note down the definition. A prime number is the one that has only two factors, right? A prime number is the one that only has two factors. Which two factors, right? One and the number itself. These are the two factors of the prime number. This is the prime number. And then the composite number has more than two factors. Composite number has more than two factors, right? So that is the definition of the prime factors and the prime numbers and the composite numbers, right? So the number that have only two factors, one and the number itself, is the prime number, and the number that has more than two factors is the composite number, right? So let's just start with the example. For example, you have a number 12. You have to see if this is prime or so is 12 a prime number or a composite number? Let's just look at the factors of 12, right? 1 and the number itself. These are the two factors of 12. Do we have other numbers that when multiplied makes 12? Yes, 3 times 4 is 12. That means 12 has more than two factors. So 12 is a composite number, right? Let's just do another example. You have 7. Is 7 a prime or composite? Let's just look at the factors of the 7, right? 7 has only two factors. 1 times 7 is 7. You don't have any other factors that when multiplied makes 7, right? That means yes, 7 is a prime number. Let's just do more examples. Okay, you have 3 is 23 prime or composite, which is the correct option? Which is the correct option? Is 23 prime or composite? You can write down the answers in the chat box. Let's just look at the factors of 23, right? 23 times 1 is 23. Do we have other two numbers that when multiplied makes 23? No, we don't have any numbers that when multiplied makes 23. So 23 is a prime number, right? 39. Is 39 prime or composite? Let's just look at the factors. 1 times 39 is 39. Do we have other two numbers that when multiplied makes 39? Yes, 13 times 3 is 39, right? So 39 is a composite number, right? So the numbers that have more than two factors are the composite numbers. So the numbers that have only two factors are the prime numbers, right? Okay, then we are going to learn what are the prime factorization, right? What is the prime factorization of a number and how do you prime factorize? Okay, prime factorization means you have to factor a number, but all the numbers would be the prime numbers. The factors would be the prime number. A process of writing, that is the definition. A process of writing all numbers as a product of primes. That means you have to write the numbers in the product form and they all must be prime, right? Let's just start with an example. You have to write down the factors of 20, prime factors of 20. How do you write down the prime factors of 20? You can write down the factors as 5 times 4. Are 5 times 4 is prime numbers? 5 is a prime number, right? But 4 is not a prime number. So you have to write them down as the prime factors. How do you write the prime factors? You have to divide the number by the smallest prime number, right? So the smallest prime number that can divide 20 is 2. Let's just divide 20 by. You have to keep dividing until you get the answer 1, right? 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now you have to divide this 10 again on the smallest prime number. So which is the smallest prime number that can divide 10? That is again 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now you have to divide 5 by the prime number, by the smallest prime number. So which is the smallest prime number that can divide 5? Yes, 5 can only be divided by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. You can see now you have 1. So these three numbers you are dividing with are the prime factors of 22 times 2 times 5. Now all the three numbers are the prime numbers, right? So that's how you prime factorize a number. You have to basically write down the number in the product form and all the numbers must be prime, right? Let's just do another example. Okay, you have to write down the prime factors of 36. How do you write? follow the same process, divide 36 by the smallest prime number, right? That would be 2. That is 18. Now divide 18 by the smallest prime number. Again, you can divide it by the 2. 9. You have to divide 9 by the smallest prime number. Which is the smallest prime number that can divide 9? 3 it is. 3 divided by 9 is 3. Again, 3, you have to divide 3 by the 3, right? So you can see the prime factors are 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. That is the prime factors of 36, right? So that's how you write the prime factors, right? Let's just see what is the multiplicative inverse, right? Okay. So what is the multiplicative inverse? A multiplicative inverse is a number that when multiplied by the given number by the given number gives 1 as a product, or in the simple words you can say a multiplicative inverse is a reciprocal, right? Reciprocal it is. For example, you have the number 7. You have to write down the multiplicative inverse of the 7. So the multiplicative of inverse of the 7 is the reciprocal of 7. Reciprocal means it is 7 over 1. You have to interchange numerator and denominator, right? That would be then 1 over 7. So if you have 1 over 9, the reciprocal of 1 over 9 is 9 over 1. Not equal, they are just a multiplicative inverse. So when you multiply them, you can see 7 times 1 over 7. You multiply them, the answer is 1. So basically multiplicative inverse is a number that when multiplied by the given number gives 1 as a product. So when you multiply two numbers, you got the answer 1. That means that is the multiplicative inverse, right? Let's just start with the lessons. Here I am on the grade 8, 7 math. What's wrong? Okay. The lesson we're working on is number theory, and the lesson we're going to start with is prime and composite. So you already know what are prime and composite. We just here to do the as many practice questions as we can, right? Okay, let's just do the practice questions from prime or composite. Okay, is 6 a prime number or a composite number? Which is the correct option? Just look at the factors of 6, right? 6 times 1 is 6. Do we have other two numbers that make 6? Yes, that are 2 times 3. That means 6 has more than 2 factors, so 6 isn't a prime number, 6 is a composite number, right? Let's just start with the test question. Is 5 a prime number or a composite number? Yes, very good. 5 is a prime number. 5 have only 2 factors, right? Is 18 a prime number or a composite number? 18 is a composite number because 18 has more than 2 factors. So 18 is a composite number, right? Is 10 a prime number or a composite number? Which is the correct option? 10 isn't a prime number, right? Because 2 times 5 is 10, so 10 is a composite number. Is 3 a prime number or a composite number? Yes, very good. 3 is a prime number. The correct option is 3 is a prime number. Is 19 a prime number or a composite number? Very good. 19 is a prime number. 19 have only 2 factors that are 1 and 19. So 19 is a prime number. Is 9 a prime number or a composite number? Very good. 9 is a composite number because 9 has more than 2 factors, right? Is 15 a prime number or a composite number? Fifteen is the composite number, right? 3 times 5 makes 15. So 15 is a composite number. Is 11 a prime number or a composite number? So 11 is a prime number, right? You have only 2 factors for 11. They are 11 times 1. So that would be prime number. Is 12 a prime number or a composite number? Very good. 12 is a composite number. Is 2 prime or composite? 2 is the prime number, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson. You can complete the practice question by yourself later today. That's your homework, right? The next lesson is prime factorization. So we already know how do we do prime factorization. Here we are going to do just the practice questions. Write the prime factorization of 4. Use exponents when appropriate and orders the factors from least to greatest. You have to write down the prime factors of 4. How do you write? Okay, divide 4 by the smallest prime number, right? So the smallest prime number that can divide 4 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Divide again until you get the answer 1. 2 divided by the smallest prime number, you get the answer 1, right? So these are the two prime factors of 4, that is 2 times 2, right? Or you can even write 2 times 2 exponent 2. That means you have to multiply 2 2 times, right? So option 1 is the correct option, right? Okay, what is the prime factorization of 12? So which is the correct option? Just divide 12 by the smallest prime number. Okay, let's just make the prime factors of 12. Divide the 12 by the smallest prime number. So the smallest prime number that can divide 12 is 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now divide this 6 by again the smallest prime number, that is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. Now divide this 3 by the smallest prime number, that is 3, right? So that means the prime factors are 3 times 2 times 2. And you can write this 2 times 2 as 2 exponent 2. So the correct option is 3 times 2 exponent 2. Option number 1 is the correct option. What are the prime factorization of 10? Which is the correct option? You are given two of the options, right? You can, when you are given with the options, you can find the correct option very easily. Factors means if you multiply the given numbers and they makes 10. So which two numbers when multiplied makes 10? Which is the correct option? When you multiply them, 2 times 5 makes 10, isn't it? So that means the prime factors for 10 is 2 times 5. Write the prime factorization of 5th 16, which is the correct option. You can do the questions now on your notebook and let me just know the answer. So which is the correct option? Very good. That would be option number 1. You have to multiply 2 4 times to make it 12. The correct option is option number 1. Write the prime factorization of 6, which is the correct option. Yes, that would be 2 times 3, right? Write the prime factorization of 9, which is the correct option. That would be 3 times 3 is the correct option, right? And that would be the second option. Write the prime factors of 18, which is the correct option. option is option number 1, right? Write the prime factorization of 15. So which is the correct option? Yes, that would be 3 times 5 is 15. Write the prime factorization of 4, which is the correct option. Yes, that would be the second option. Very good. Write the prime factorization of 20. Yes, very good. That is option number 1 is the correct option, right? The prime factors of 20 are 2 times 2 times 5. Write the prime factors of 8. What are the prime factors of 8? That would be the second option. Sorry. Write the prime factorization of 12, which is the correct option. That would be the option number 1, right? Write the prime factorization of 10, which is the correct option. Yes, that would be 2 times 5. Write the prime factorization of 6, which is the correct option. That would be 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson, that is the inverse, multiplicative inverse. So we have already done the multiplicative inverse of a fraction is, you can find the multiplicative inverse of a fraction by just switching their numerator and denominator, right? So the number is 7 over 4. That means the multiplicative inverse is 4 over 7, right? Let's just start with the test question. What is the multiplicative inverse of 7 over 9? That would be 9 over 7. You have to switch numerator and denominator, right? That is 9 over 7. What is the multiplicative inverse of 10 over 7? That would be 7 over 10. What is the multiplicative inverse of 3 over 4? Yes, very good. For 3 over 4, the multiplicative inverse is 4 over 3, right? What is the multiplicative inverse of 9 over 5? Which is the correct option? Yes, that would be very good. 5 over 9. You just have to switch numerator and denominator, right? What is the multiplicative inverse of 6 over 7? Yes, that would be 7 over 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the multiplicative inverse of 10 over 9, which is the correct option? Yes, it is 9 over 10. What is the multiplicative inverse of 2 over 5? Yes, that would be 5 over 2. The correct option is 5 over 2. What is the multiplicative inverse of 2 over 9? That would be 9 over 2. What is the multiplicative inverse of 10 over 3? Very good. That would be 3 over 10. The correct option is 3 over 10. What is the multiplicative inverse of 7 over 4? That would be 4 over 7. What is the multiplicative inverse of 9 over 8? Yes, that would be 8 over 9. What is multiplicative inverse of 5 over 2? The correct option is 2 over 5. Right. What is the multiplicative inverse of 3 over 7? Yes, that would be 7 over 3, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, we are done with the lesson. So we were working on grade 7 math. The lesson we're working on is number theory. The lessons we have covered today are prime or composite, prime factorization, multiplicative inverse, right? So please make sure you have to complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That's your homework for today, right? So if you have any question, you can ask any question. All the tutors are available from 5 to 9, so you can contact any tutor on the Skype, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So if you have any question, you can please ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So please ask question if you have. Thank you to you too for hearing me. No questions. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.